Now that this is done, we're going to create a DVD menu. There are a few ways to do this. You can rip a menu from a DVD. You own, or grab a menu clip from a source you're allowed to use. Either way, we'll run it through the same encode process so it's in a format the PSP UMD workflow can accept. As you can see, I've already got a DVD menu clip ready to work with. So, we'll use Handbrake again. Drop the menu video in, set the output to MP4, and set cropping to none. Under video, set the frame rate to 23.976 and make it constant frame rate. Then push the quality to max. Choose your destination folder. I'm just saving to the desktop for now, then let it encode. Next, open VirtualDub. Drag the MP4 in, go to Video, Filters, add Resize, and set it to 720 by 480. Click OK. Now it's looking much closer to the PSP-friendly resolution. Before you save the video, save the audio out separately. I'm calling mine DVD menu. Open Audacity again, import that audio, and make sure it plays correctly. Then export it as WAV at 48,000 Hz. Once the audio is ready, you can close Audacity. Back in VirtualDub, save the video as an uncompressed AVI. Again, I'm calling it DVD menu. Now open UMD Stream Composer and start a new project. Name it DVD menu for both fields. Set video streams to 1 and audio streams to 1. You don't need subtitles for the menu. Max clip size of 2000 megabytes is fine, then click Finish. Import your video first, then import the audio, and click OK after each one. In video encoder settings, set an average bitrate around 2000 and a max bitrate around 2500. Choose 1 pass VBR, click OK, then hit Start. Select Encoder Multiplex and click Start again. Once the DVD menu has encoded, the next step is to open an existing UMD video ISO in UMD Gen. Use a UMD you own and have rights to modify for personal use. You generally can't rebuild a UMD video from scratch here, but you can swap streams and update certain assets without breaking playback. I've got a base UMD video ISO ready. Open UMD Gen, load your ISO, mine is a previous project, then extract the playlist.umd first. Right-click it and extract it somewhere easy, like the desktop. Next we edit that playlist using a Python-based UMD playlist editor. I had one made because the original UPLE tool is hard to find now. Install Python and the required packages, then launch the editor. In the editor, choose Open UMD file and select the playlist.umd you just extracted. You'll see multiple entries. The main movie is usually at the top because it has the longest runtime. The other entries could be the title menu, studio logos, disclaimers, trailers, or extras. The important part is making sure each entry's runtime matches what you're actually going to put on the disk. For example, I'm checking Night of the Living Dead, it's about 1 hour 36 minutes and 36 seconds, and I'll round that up to 1 hour 36 minutes and 37 seconds. If you want, you can also adjust chapter markers here. Just make sure you keep them in order, don't move a later chapter to an earlier time than an existing one, or you can corrupt the playlist. I'm happy with mine, so I'll leave it as is. Save your changes, then check the runtime for the DVD menu clip. Mine is about 2 minutes 19 seconds, so I'll set that entry to 220. On some UMD videos you'll see lots of extra entries for trailers and bonus content. The best way to identify what's what is to compare runtimes, either in the editor, or by checking on a PSP and matching the length to the item you're seeing. Once you've saved the updated playlist, we'll import the new streams into the ISO using UMD Gen. In UMD Gen, open the stream folder. Entry 00001 is usually the main movie, so we'll replace that first. Find your UMD Stream Composer output folder, go into Muxwork, then locate 00001.mpps and drop it into UMD Gen to replace the original. You also need to replace the matching clip info file. Go to clipinf and replace 00001.clp the same way. Now do the same for the DVD menu entry. Rename your encoded menu outputs to 00002, then replace 00002.mpps in stream and 00002.clp in clipinf. Finally, replace the playlist.umd inside the ISO with the updated one you saved from the editor. Next we'll update the text metadata so it matches your film. Extract perm.sfo, open it in an SFO editor, update the title, save it, then drop it back into the ISO and replace the original. If you want to go further, you can also edit umd_data.bin. Extract it and open it in HXD to see what's inside. If the movie name appears in plain text, only overwrite up to the existing length, don't extend it or shorten it. If you're not sure, it's safer to leave this file alone. If you want to change the DVD menu text or artwork, look in the RSRC RCO files. Extract the relevant RCO, open it in an RCO editor, and you can preview the menu layout, selector graphics, and text elements. You can replace certain assets with your own PNGs, like button art or a custom signature, but I'm not going into the deep Photoshop side here. Different UMDs will have different RCO layouts, including things like disclaimer screens. Next up, replace PIC1.png and icon0.png. Extract them and you'll likely see the old artwork from the base UMD. Find new artwork for your film, then update PIC1 and icon0 to match. I'll open Photoshop, drop in PIC1.png, paste in the artwork, scale it with Ctrl+T, then export it as a PNG and overwrite the original. Do the same for icon0.png, export it, then drag both updated files back into UMD Gen to replace the originals. Once that's done, check the UMD Properties tab. If an old movie name is showing, change it. Then save a new uncompressed ISO and name it after your film. I call it a version because you'll often test, tweak, and resave a few times before you're happy. Once you've got that ISO saved, copy it onto your PSP and test it. That's part 2 of the tutorial, kept to the bare minimum so you can get the workflow working first. Over time, you can refine it, add extras, and make it as polished as you like. And with that, we'll call it a close. Part 2 done.